So TIFU, by thinking I had indigestion and made my family cancel our trip to Norway, happened earlier in the week, Tuesday to be specific. All last week, I felt like I had a bad case of indigestion and constipation. Wednesday during the day, my stomach hurt pretty good, but by late afternoon it felt a little better. Even went on a short bicycle ride with some friends, 20 miles. Saturday, my wife and I were going to do a 60-mile ride, but I could only do 40. I was flat out exhausted and couldn't figure out why. Sunday, I was really out of it, exhausted, hardly got off the couch or my bed, and had taken a shit since Thursday. And it wasn't much of one given how much I had been eating. My wife rocks and went to the store and got me some laxatives. As we were getting a little nervous, we were scheduled to go on a vacation to Norway with my mom, sister, and her husband and kids on Wednesday. I wanted whatever was going on resolved before then because I didn't want it to fix itself while on the 12-hour flight, if you know what I mean. No one wants to be the guy that forces a transatlantic flight to do an emergency landing because they shit all over the place. I drank all that she brought home and prayed for the best. I hardly slept at all Sunday night, on into Monday morning, anxiously waiting for the laxatives to do their thing. Finally, early Monday morning, it was game on. I felt so much better after recreating that one scene from Dumb and Dumber. I called in sick to work just to be safe, as in if the laxatives had a round 2 or 3 in store for me and because I needed the rest. Progressively through the day, my stomach started to hurt again, and I was thinking, uh-oh. I woke up Tuesday morning around 4:30 due to the pain and decided to go in. The urgent care at the hospital didn't open until 7, so I got myself comfortable on the couch and drank a little coffee. As I was heading out the door, my wife asked if I wanted her to come with, and at first I said no, but then thought for a second and changed my mind. We made the hour drive to the hospital, we live in a rural area, and got there just before they opened. I got checked in and was seen by a doctor right away, and I explained my symptoms. He ordered a blood test and did the usual things like listen to my stomach, put a finger up my butt, etc. He also ordered a CT scan, which piqued my curiosity about what was really going on. Shortly after the blood draw and CT scan, my wife asked for my phone and she opened up our hospital's app and saw that my blood sample results were already live on it. A couple things were off the charts, so we Googled it and everything came back saying that I had an infection. At this time, we started texting my family saying something is up and we'll keep them posted. The nurse came back in and hooked me up to an IV with a hurried pace, which further made me think that things weren't quite normal. The doctor came back in and introduced us to another doctor, the surgeon on duty. The surgeon said he wasn't sure how I was walking, talking, and didn't have a fever because my appendix had burst. As in last week, possibly as early as Wednesday. The CT showed that the infection had spread to my colon and that if they operated right then and there, I would lose about 1/3 of it. I'm thinking, welp, looks like I'm not going to Norway. I end up getting admitted to the hospital, put on a clear liquid diet, and started a regimen of antibiotics. The surgeon said that during COVID, hospitals were slammed and couldn't always do appendix surgery right away, so they would give patients a heavy dose of antibiotics until they could fit them in, and found that in about 90% of cases it worked really well. He said that if all goes well with me going this route, then when he does operate on me, he'll only need to remove my appendix. We're all for this, as the recovery time is significantly shorter and there's less chance of complications. My brother-in-law is a rock star, not only because he did all the planning for the trip, but he was able to cancel everything and get refunded. And to top it off, everyone came up to visit me in the hospital. During my 3-day, 2-night stay, I got stable enough to go home, so here we are now. Taking it easy, eating antibiotics like they are Pez candies, and waiting for my next doctor appointment when we can reassess my status and schedule the surgery. I'm hopeful to get it done sooner than later, because sitting on the couch in summer is killing me. I just want to go ride my bike. Looks like we're going to shoot for next June, for attempt number 2 for Norway, which we're all really looking forward to. I'm glad I went in before we left too, because who wants to end up spending all of their vacation in a hospital in a foreign country?